we also have a lubricity agent in there, and we have a very, very high lubricity agent. The problem you get with today's diesels and today's diesel fuel is since 2007, the diesel fuel has less than 15 parts per million of sulfur in it, and sulfur was a lubricant that lubricated all the injectors and the pistons and the rings and everything that goes in there. And when they've cut that down, if you got an older vehicle that has the older type pistons in it from 2007, if you don't put some kind of lubricity agent in there, you're going to be losing injectors, and it's very, very difficult and a problem, and very, very expensive if you don't have some kind of a product in there. So if you've got an older vehicle, just use our product alone for the lubricity agent. We get a question a lot on the sulfur requirements of fuel, and as the product meets certain requirements. There are some labeling issues that we have to meet on our product, and let me explain to you what that means. As the product sits in the bottle on a shelf, the government requires the requirement in there that we have on the back of the label about the amount of sulfur that's in the product. You can't have any more than 15 parts per million of sulfur. Now sulfur is we're only talking about a lubricity agent in the diesel fuels, and that's the only thing we're talking about when this issue comes up. But as the bottle sits on the shelf, we're just a little bit more than 15 parts per million of sulfur. That's why we have to label the bottle it is. Once the product is mixed in with the fuel, because our concentrations rates are so good that you don't raise the 15 parts per million to say 20 or 30. We just don't do that. So once you've mixed it in the fuel, we're still under the requirements of the 15 parts per million of sulfur, because we're not changing the specifics of the fuel, specific gravities and all that other stuff of the fuel. So there is really no issue. You can use this product in any year engine, whether they've got a regen system or a urea system on your diesel trucks. Our product will actually help keep those regen systems and the oxygen sensors cleaner, because part of our catalyst goes back beyond the combustion chamber into the exhaust chamber, and it keeps those things cleaner. An example, we had a gentleman that had a new regen truck, and he was regenning about twice a day. Once he started using our product, that went down to about once a week, which is a huge factor on keeping that engine clean, keeping the catalytic converters clean, keeping the oxygen sensor clean, and all the stuff that goes along with this on the back.